Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I expand by focusing my energy on what I value. And when I hit the breakdown, I settle in because the breakthrough is not far behind. Whew, today's a good news, bad news, interesting news kind of day. But let's start with saying thank you. Thank you for those of you who've taken me up on my offer. I think I wasn't fully clear. Some of you understood, some of you didn't. But regardless, I'm so grateful for those of you who have done donations to the two GoFundMes that I posted below for two lovely beings who need help at this place in their journey. And I want to remind us all that we all have places where we need help. And so when you help another, it's sowing beautiful karmic seeds for receiving help when you need it. Let me clarify it. So to do a donation for them allows you to purchase the 20 for 20 reading for me. Just to make that, I hope, a little bit clear, because some people understood and some people didn't, and I know it's confusing. I'm not in a place in my life where I can be a complete philanthropist and do free readings. I would like to be, but I am not there yet. So I also need a little money for my work, but this is a greatly reduced price, and I can cover a lot in 20 minutes. I want to add one more thing to the whole plan. You can get an extra 5 minutes with me if you share one or both of the GoFundMes as well on a personal page of yours, because let's spread this and let's help these beautiful humans who just need support right now. And by the way, both things are like, a tornado and a spinal surgery, because she could barely, move. So these are needed things. They're not just like whatever. Let's dig into this astro because it's an interesting day. Whew. Okay. So we've got the Sun square Pluto today. The good news about this, here's the good news, is that this square, this Plutonic colonic, happens at 10:10 a.m. Pacific time. So we're not sitting around all day waiting for it, building into it, which is sometimes the pain of these energies, is that it's building, and just even the building makes you feel like you're going to break. So that is the good news. The not so great news and the interesting news, the not so great news, is we have Mars at 2 degrees Leo. So Mars is coming in to oppose Pluto in Aquarius and square the Sun. We actually already had our Sun-Mars square, but what you know what I'm saying. Basically, like, this is building into a entire T-square, and Mars is a power kick. If you remember how we were all feeling when we had these oppositions back in November and January, it was very tense. In this one, it's a little bit different because Mars is in Leo and Pluto's in Aquarius. In some ways, there's less intensity. In some ways, there's more intensity. There's more intensity when it comes to our ego, our inner child reaction, and even just our heartstrings being pulled in this. And Pluto, one of the challenges of Pluto in Aquarius is the collective shadow energy, the collective power shadow that we can all feed into. And there's a lot of power plays going on. There's a lot of commentary about different power plays that are happening right now. It's all a lot, and we're all feeling our way into this. It might be that Taurus, Sun in Taurus, is kind of a remedy in this if we can stay grounded, if we can stay focused on what we value, if we can stay connected to nature and beauty and those energies, to help just kind of keep us staying alive. Staying alive in and through this energy. So lean into the Taurus. Now that's where we have the interesting bit of news. We start the day with the Sun at 3 degrees, but as we move through, the Sun moves to 4 degrees. So we have our first half of Evolution Revolution Day, our first evolution, revolution day of Sun in Taurus, and those days can be triggery. So we already have Pluto going on, and then we throw this on later in the afternoon. And like I said, we're building to that Pluto-Mars opposition, which is happening on Saturday. This energy is not easy. I had multiple clients reach out to me with big thunderbolt, blowout things happening. People aren't necessarily willing to whack down or back down on this. They want to whack you. The power plays, like I said, are up in this energy majorly, and it's just going to kind of keep increasing. And while I'm reminding you to stay grounded, there's a lot of people who are not grounding in this energy, and that ungrounded thing can make everything that's going on in your head seem that much more real. So just be very aware of all of these energies unfolding. Now, we also have the moon moving through emotional Pisces. So we just throw a little big emotions onto this fire tornado. Mars and Aquarius fire tornado, yeah. We just throw that energy in there and it just adds to the intensity. I also feel like a lot of these things that are coming up and coming through are beyond this lifetime, which adds to the frustration because you've been around that block and you've tried all the things and you don't know how to make your way through. Grounding, presence, beauty, values, staying connected to those things will support you so much in moving through this energy. Now, again, we still have North Node and Venus at the same degree, and here's Saturn just off one. And so that's also part of the remedy moving through this energy. Staying very connected to your karmic lessons, listening for them, recognizing we all have shadows. Where is it? Oh, that was yesterday's card. I'm like, where's the shadow card? That was yesterday. Love on your shadow a little bit. But recognize that and be vigilant for your lessons in this. I told another client today, I was like, it's a good time to hermit. This week, I mean, I know we can't all just stay home, right? But thank you, Duty. I don't know if you heard him with his little sound. This week, taking your time for aloneness, centering yourself will help. And this is not a week to be engaging in fisticuffs, right? So let me show you this card, because this card is it. This card is energetic clearing, and it says, during crises, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. This is Plutonic colonic energy, and we've got to face the stuff that's coming up. But again, sometimes we need to just be with it and be present with it so we can move through it. And top of the cards here is receptivity. So receiving these energies, connecting in. But it may feel a little bit like this. All these cards are reversed. We've got success in reverse. So this, to me, says, I always say Eye of the Tiger with this card. Eye of the Tiger might not be easy. It might be really easy to get distracted. Are you being distracted by this cat going crazy in the box right behind me? Because it's very distracting. It might be easily distracting. The Rebel, these chains, these cords, this stuff coming up. Hello, Saturn conjunct North Node in Pisces with Venus. It is ancient. To break these chains is going to feel very fulfilling, but I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy. And I think for some of us, we have going with the flow, I think we're going to have to buck our flow a little bit and be like, wait, where am I staying complicit in these cycles that don't honor what I value, that don't ground me, that don't bring me to my presence, that don't honor nature, etc. So be aware where you might be keeping yourself stuck in these patterns. Hello, crazy. He's an orange cat. He cannot help himself. He's like, I see this thing, I must attack it, and the thing is a box. Oh, our final card is experiencing in reverse. This card, I always say, hey, there's lessons, but those lessons are going to lead to growth. I think I think it's going to be slow growing. Let me give you an example. I planted ashwagandha seeds along with like multiple other seeds. I had rows of them. These seeds have all been planted for like a month and a half or more. Everything, including my pomegranate seeds, have all sprouted. And I was like, I just don't know. I might try again with the ashwagandha. Oh my gosh, he's shaking my desk. It's Looney Tunes over here. This is how he's working out the Pluto. This is his Plutonic colonic. Anyways, right after I was like, I don't know if it's going to happen. I told somebody else, like, I planted them and it hadn't happened. I come home, sprouts. Sometimes our lessons, sometimes our growth takes a little bit of time. That's part of Taurus. We're just at the beginning of Taurus. Things are just starting to move forward from all these retrogrades. Looney Tune. So it's slow going right now. Oh, here's the other card. Little by little. It's slow going, but it's happening. And you've got to keep that in mind. Sometimes that's part of the eye of the tiger, is recognizing how long these things can take. In some cases, some of these energies that we're like breaking through have literally been on us for lifetimes. So this is a very powerful time. It's also going to require your patience. So I encourage that patience, observing, grounding, and really continuing to align with your own personal values. I'm going to remind you, please participate. It's like a $30 investment, right? Like if you give $10 to one of the beautiful receivers and then to my 20 for 20 reading. So please, and you don't have to do the 20 for 20 right now. You can save it for a month or 2 months when you think that you're going to need it, if you don't feel like you need it right now. But one of my values is helping those who are in need, you know, and helping them with like survival. And this is the case with these things. So please check it out and see if your heart feels called. Besides that, you can always book a regular reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com for that. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And may your guiding light be strong. And know that you can trust your process. Namaste.